At my son's engagement dinner, the in-laws said something I never expected. An engagement dinner is supposed to be warm, awkward in a cute way, full of polite smiles, but the moment I sat down, I knew something was wrong. My son was stiff. His fiancée kept glancing at her father nervously, and the father-in-law-to-be. He watched me like he knew me, not like a stranger, but like someone from his past. When I greeted him, "Nice to meet you," he simply nodded and said, "Do I really need to say, nice to meet you?" My heart tightened. Before I could ask what he meant, he leaned forward and said, "You're Mrs. Kim from 20 years ago, right?" I froze. He said my name with the kind of certainty that sent chills down my spine. I had no idea who this man was, but he clearly knew who I was, and the reason was something I never imagined. My son whispered, "Mom, do you know him?" I shook my head quickly, but the man interrupted, "20 years ago, you worked at a small diner, right? My sister worked there too." My breath caught. His sister. Could it be? Her name was Rachel? The man nodded. My heart dropped. Rachel. A young woman who worked with me at the diner. Lonely, kind, and always trying to smile through difficult days. The man's voice hardened. She disappeared one day, and the only story we heard was, "It had something to do with you." I stared at him, stunned. "With me?" His jaw clenched. "She helped you a lot back then. And our family believed you. Dragged her into your problems. Until her own life fell apart." It felt like being slapped. Because the truth was the exact opposite. I took a slow breath. "If you'll let me, I want to tell you what really happened." I looked straight at him. Rachel didn't leave because of me. She left because she was trapped. His expression faltered. There was abuse in her home. She told me many times she wanted to run away. The man blinked, shocked. "Our family never." "Of course she didn't tell you," I said gently. "Victims rarely tell the people who scare them." His face turned pale. I continued. "I begged her not to leave alone. I begged her to find help. But one day, she was just gone." I pulled out my phone and showed him a photo of the note Rachel left me. "I'm leaving to save myself. You were the only kind person I had. Thank you." The man stared at the message, eyes widening, hands trembling. For the first time, he realized the truth. Rachel didn't run with me. She ran to survive, and everything he believed for 20 years had been wrong. His eyes grew wet. My God, all this time, I blamed the wrong person. His daughter, my future daughter-in-law, whispered, "Dad, is that why you didn't want us to get married?" He nodded, ashamed. "Yes, I thought her family caused pain to mine. But I was wrong." He looked at me with trembling hands. "I owe you the biggest apology of my life." My son squeezed my shoulder gently. "Mom, it's okay now." I reached out and held the man's hand. "Let's leave the past where it belongs. Our kids deserve a clean start." He let out a shaky breath, as if 20 years of weight fell from him all at once. "Thank you," he whispered, "for telling me what my sister never could." And just like that, the tension that filled the entire room finally melted away. Dinner continued with lighter conversation. Laughter slowly returned. Even the man who confronted me seemed to breathe easier. As we stood up to leave, he approached me again. "May I call you family now?" I smiled warmly. "I'd like that." He nodded, eyes shining. "I'm glad my daughter is marrying into your family. And I'm glad the truth finally came out." My son wrapped his arm around me as we walked toward the parking lot. "Mom, everything turned out okay." I nodded, because I knew something now. Sometimes, family begins not with perfection, but with truth, and that truth healed 2 families at once.